Hey you guys, I want to apologize in advance for looking crusty and stuff and for the bad lighting, but y'all, it's legit 5:42 a.m. bro. And I'm up recording a video. Right into this video, I just want to give you a little insight into this new series that I'm about to have going on my channel. Alright, I think I'm going to call this series Brand Management 101. So yeah, I'm in this class called Strategic Brand Management, and we be learning a whole lot of stuff about how to build a brand, how to manage a brand, and everything that goes into a brand. So I thought that I might as well come and share my knowledge with y'all. And I also think it'll be a good study mechanism for me because I'm sitting here making videos about it. So there's double reinforcement, and then I can always go back and watch my videos, y'all. Alright. So, not going to prolong time no more. I got all my notes on my iPad. So if I'm looking down, you know, that's what I'm looking at. So the very first thing I want to talk to y'all about is value. What is value? A brand has to provide value, but what is value? Value is the difference between customers' evaluation of total benefits received from a product and the total cost of acquiring it. Basically, how much it costs minus how much of a benefit you get out of it. So for an example, you want this $1,000 Gucci bag. Okay. $1,000, that's the price. And then the benefit you get out of it is like, okay, now I got a Gucci bag. I got this purse that ain't gonna never tear up on me, I'm assuming. I don't know too much about designer, y'all. I don't fool with all it. But, you know, that's how they perceive it as being valuable. Like, okay, this is what it costs. But what kind of benefit do I get out of it? If they don't see a benefit in it, then they not gonna buy it. And that's just that. Now this one is like probably the most important definition out of the whole video, and that is, what is a brand? A brand is a story that comes with a promise and a set of expectations. Woo! Alright y'all, so let me break that down. Every brand has a story. So what is the story behind your brand? And then a promise. What are you promising to your consumers? If you buy from me, what's the promise? I can't think of the examples he gave in class. I think we used Coke as an example, but I can't really remember what it is. And then a set of expectations. What do your consumers expect from you? Okay, let's move on. Next, we got brand elements. Now, a brand element, those are the different components of a brand that identify and differentiate it. So, it's what makes people know your brand from a different brand. So, some examples of brand elements are, for one, the name. That's self-explanatory. You got Nike, you got Adidas. You know this is Nike, you know this is Adidas. That's the name. Then you got a tagline or a catchphrase. Nike, just do it. Walmart, save money, live better. And then some other things are like graphics and shapes. And then colors, like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola got its red. You know that's that Coca-Cola red. And like my school, it has a branded color. There's a very specific type of maroon that belongs to my school. And then you have sounds. So like maybe it could be a jingle, like State Farm, that little jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And then you have scents. And the example we used for scents was Abercrombie and Fitch, or maybe Hollister or something. When you walk by those stores, it has a distinct smell, and you already know what store it is when you walk by it. The next one is taste. An example we had for this was KFC. Like KFC, their taste is, what is it? Herbs and spices. I think that's what it is. And y'all should go on KFC Twitter page. My teacher pointed this out to us. KFC only follows people named Herb. And then they follow the Spice Girls. I think that's cool. He thought that was cool. I think it's cool. Go check it out. And then the next one is movements. Like, it's a certain type of watch. I can't remember what kind of watch he said, but it moves a certain type of way. And he also got the example of a Lamborghini. It moves a certain type of way. Like the doors. The doors move a certain type of way. And then the last example is package design. And another good example for this would be Coke, because Coke has that bottle shape. You already know, you pick it up, it's a Coke. Because Coke got that, you know what Coke got. When you're trying to develop a brand, you need to keep all these brand elements in mind. Let me take a break from the notes real quick. What people fail to realize when they start up their businesses, they don't have branding in mind. You know, like for a name, if you really think about it, all the big brands, they have simple names. Like their names either got like 1 or 2 words, like Nike, Adidas, Popeyes, Gucci. I'm trying to think of one that got 2. Louis Vuitton, Academy Sports. Stuff like that. They usually only have 1 or 2 words to their name. And people be out here, y'all really be out here, and I'm getting to this as well, which is why I changed my business name. Diamond Mink Lash Company. That'll never be a brand. Ever. Because the name's too long. Like, oh, I got this from Diamond Mink Lash Company. No. That's too long of a name. Most brands keep it simple with the name. It's easy to remember. So y'all gotta keep these brand elements in mind when y'all creating a brand. Because most of y'all just be creating companies and businesses, but y'all not building a brand. That's why I'm doing this series for y'all, so y'all can learn how to build a brand and get things done the right way. Alright, next. Brand identity. A brand identity is the actual expression of a brand that shows what the owner wants you to think. Oh, the outward expression. So it's what you see, and the things that you see is what the owner wants you to think. Like, for example, Apple. You got this nice sleek design. You got it looking all fancy. It looks high class. You got your iPhone. You got your MacBook, and people just assume like, okay, this, y'all know y'all know how Apple be wanting y'all to feel. Want y'all to feel like we better than everybody and stuff. But yeah. And then a brand image, that's what customers and consumers actually think about the product. So brand identity is what you want them to think, and then brand image is what they actually think. Alright, y'all, now this one right here, this one is important. This is the 5 levels of meaning of a product. So let's start from the bottom. Well, the top, the bottom, I don't know. Okay, so number 1, the example I'm going to use with this is a hotel. That's what we use. Alright, number 1, you got your core benefit. So this is the fundamental need or want that your brand or product satisfies. So like for a hotel, the fundamental need or want that it satisfies is having somewhere to sleep. Right? Right. Okay, and then you got the generic product. This is the basic version of the product, and it only includes what it needs to function. So, what are the basic things a hotel room needs? It needs a bed, obviously, for people to sleep on. And it needs a toilet, so people can use the bathroom, a sink to wash their hands, and a shower, to shower. Those are like the basic things that it needs to function. And then you got the expected products. Those are the benefits that people expect, but it don't make you special. So for example, adding in a TV. People expect a TV. So it doesn't make you special. It's just, something that they expect to have. Or like adding in a mini fridge. Or central air and central heat, air conditioning unit. Something like that, Those are the things that they expect you to have. So it don't really make you any different than anybody else. Alright, and then next is the augmented products. Y'all, this right here, this is where branding begins. This is what distinguishes you from others. So now, you got a mini bar in your hotel. You got a top of the line fitness center. You got an indoor pool. That's where branding comes in. That hotel doesn't have an indoor pool, but we do, so we gonna come over here. So yeah, and then last is the potential product, and this is literally everything you can think of to add to the brand. Some of them may be realistic, some of them may not be. Like, these are things that could potentially be added, like a masseuse, a personal masseuse for every room, or like a wall size TV, like the entire wall is just TV screens, or something like that. Just anything you can think of adding to your brand to make it different. All right, bet. So remember, those are the 5 levels of meaning for a product. All right, let's move on. So how is a brand different from a product? Well, a brand allows you to take a product within a category and make it special. Yeah. Alright, so it could be something rational, tangible, symbolic, emotional, intangible, or related to performance. So like, okay, you got this little can of beer, but then you got Bud Light beer. You make it different. It's not even just so much of adding a name to it. It's like, what is it that's different about it? Not just the name, not just the color, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Alright, so next, what benefits does a strong brand provide to a consumer? So it's identification. It provides identification of source. So like when you go to a grocery store and you need to buy some toothpaste, you don't have to spend 10 minutes comparing Crest and Colgate and AIM and Aquafresh and all that stuff. You already know which one you're going to get because you get the same one every time. Having brands keeps you from having to spend all this time doing comparisons to see which is which. You do that comparison one time and then bam, you already got what you're going to get. Unless you don't like it. And then you have to go back and compare again. But once you find what you like, it makes it so much easier. Like me, I'm a Crest girl. I go to the store and buy toothpaste, I'm automatically getting Crest off rip. Just like spaghetti sauce, ragu off rip. So like, it ain't no sitting here trying to figure out, okay, do I want this or do I want that? Nah, sis, I already know what I want. Get the same thing every time. And then it gives like a promise, a bond, or a pact with the maker. Customers develop a bond with the brand. You know what I mean? Okay, for me, I got a bond with Apple. Like Apple, that's my brand right there. I have an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, and an Apple Watch. I am not turning back from Apple under no circumstances. Like I learned in a previous marketing class that we have brand relationships and one of them is marriage. Me and Apple are married. It don't matter what going on with Apple in the media. I don't care. I'm going to be an Apple user for life. And that's just that. The only way I'm going to stop using Apple is if Apple just completely disappear off the planet. But yeah, then some other things are like assignment of responsibility, symbolic device, risk reducer, and signal of quality. Those are kind of pretty self-explanatory. Risk reducer, you already know that you like this brand, so you're not taking a risk of seeing if you like this brand because you already know you like it. And then signal of quality, you already know this is a good quality brand because you used it before. You know what I mean? Big. And then having a strong brand also has benefits for the manufacturer. So it simplifies handling and tracking. It gives you some legal protection, signal of quantity. What did they say? No, quality. Quality. Unique associations, competitive advantage, a source of financial return, barriers to entry, and brand loyalty. Brand loyalty, I feel like that's the most important benefit of a strong brand. Like, you got a strong brand and people gonna just keep coming back. Like I said, with me and Apple is a strong brand for me, so I'm just gonna keep going back to Apple. My phone break, I bet I'm gonna get a new iPhone. My iPad break, I'm getting a new iPad. My MacBook break, y'all get it. So next, what is the key to branding? This was kind of important too. Customers must perceive a meaningful difference between your brand and the rest of the product category. If there's no meaningful difference, you don't have a brand. You're not branding correctly. Like, what makes your lashes different from her lashes? Like, what's the meaningful difference? And by meaningful, it's like, okay, it provides value. You know, go back to value. What did I say value was? It's the difference between a customer's evaluation of total benefits and the total cost of acquiring it. Big. So you have to think about what the meaningful difference is between your brand and the rest of the product category. And then the next one I have for y'all is, what is a unique selling point? Have y'all ever heard of a unique selling point? I've heard of it before. I just never I don't think I really ever knew what it was. But a unique selling point, it describes a unique functional benefit or collection of benefits that is valued by your target customers, but that none of your competitors can match. So basically, it's what you provide that nobody else can provide. And let's get off of products for a second, and let's go to a person. Us as people, we can have a unique selling a unique selling proposition. Like, when we go to job interviews, like, what is it about you that you offer that the next person can't offer? You feel me? Alright, so back to your product. What is it that your product, that your brand, that your company provides that nobody else can provide? What can they get from you that they can't get from somebody else? That right there, that is golden. I feel like the unique selling proposition is like so important. That's what sets you apart from everybody else. And yeah, we didn't get finished with the notes yesterday, so we're gonna finish the notes next week, and I'll be back for another video. I'm gonna be back with another video for y'all next week. So I just want y'all to take out some time and go through all the things that I mentioned in this video, and actually sit down and think about, like, are you actually incorporating these things into your business? Do you have a business, or are you building a brand? A lot of y'all just building a business. I myself was just building a business. But you gotta, if you're gonna be successful and want to do this long term, you gotta build a brand, or else, sweetie, you're not gonna make it. So yeah, this class, I'm gonna be giving y'all videos like every week. I got this class twice a week, but my class is canceled Wednesday and Monday is Labor Day, so I won't be back with another one until next week. But essentially, I'll be dropping these videos twice a week with you know, the little things that we be going over, because I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to help me out. That's why I took the class. And since I'm helping myself out, I'm trying to help y'all out too, so y'all can be successful, so y'all can be the next Apple, or the next Google, or the next Walmart, or ain't none of them no online stores, the next Fashion Nova, the next Pretty Little Thing, you know. But yeah, if it's anything in this video that I didn't explain well enough, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to do a better job of explaining it to you. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, you guys. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one.